think he's on there. Get ready.
This week on Kentucky Afield.
Almost 22 inches.
Laurel Lake is known to produce big fish.
There we go.
We're on the water with John Southern to see what we can catch.
That fish gonna go for about 5.5.
Next,
Looking for bones.
we join members of the Bluegrass Antler Dogs in Walkshaker Village in search of sheds.
Good boy.
Then we find ourselves in Oldham County, getting a lesson in cutlery from one of the world's most renowned knife makers.
You've been making knives literally your entire life, right?
That's all I do.
It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Yeah, we got one. Sweet.
Yeah, muskrat?
Yeah.
Good job.
What do you know about that, man? That's a good fish, man.
Nice male smallmouth, healthy, pretty colors.
Cody, here. Find us one more good pheasant, Cody.
As biologists, we catch ducks and we place bands on them.
And it's just a really excellent place to see cottonmouths.
What do you think?
That was pretty fun.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. Fishing is a passion that can start really young and last a lifetime. And if you get an opportunity to get some tips from an experienced fisherman, you should take advantage.
You're ready, I'm ready.
Fishing laurel is an exercise in patience.
Yes, it is.
You want to fish fast and cover as much ground as you want to, but you ain't gonna catch no fish.
We're gonna start off with a, looks like about a 6-inch swim bait. This is a hollow body swim bait. He's got rigged up with a little bit of weight inside. You'd think this is a really, really big fish bait, and it is, but you can have fish hit this. I mean, you can have 12, 14-inch fish hit this too, won't you?
Oh yeah. You know, I've learned no matter how good a bait it is, if you don't put it in front of a fish, you're not gonna catch it.
It doesn't matter, does it? Yep, that's no doubt about that.
That's the #1 rule.
Oh, here we go. Feel like a good fish?
It's like a real good fish.
Oh yeah, here he comes. There you go. Got him hooked in the net a little bit there. There you go.
I thought he was better than that, but he's still a good fish.
Yeah, what do you think, 19 inches, 18 inches, something
I
like
will
that?
measure.
Pretty good fish though. Hey, got it started out right on about the 5th cast. You caught one, you can't beat that. Oh, almost 18. Almost there though. It's a good fish. Got a nice belly on it, been doing some feeding. Nice job, way to get it started. Oh, he's biting me.
There's some big fish in this lake.
We just need to see one of them, don't we? 2 of them be good, 3 of them be better. I think he's on there, get ready. Here we go. Oh, come off right there.
There he
You
is.
got him? Oh, it's a largemouth. A big one. Big largemouth. Big fish. There we go. Looky there. Got you a good one here. That fish gonna go for about 5.5. Almost 22 inches.
22 inch. How about 5'12"?
5'12". That's a good fish. John, that's a good fish, buddy. So, you know, John, I actually hooked up with you because of one of our ex-director of fisheries, Benji Kimman. said he came down here and fished with you, and he said he actually put his hands around the biggest smallmouth he's ever touched in his entire life. That fish weighed what?
Probably at 614, I believe.
614, but you've actually caught him here, how big?
I'll call it 1.7 and 2.7.5.
You actually moved back here just to fish this lake, didn't you?
I did. I think it's the finest lake I've ever put my boat in. There he
You
is.
got him? Is that a green one too?
That's a brown.
Bro, I want to say, normally they don't jump. Here he comes. There you go. There you go. That's a little better. Pretty fish. That's what you come down here for, those big old smallies. Nice job. Now you, two back-to-back casts, you've caught a 512 largemouth and a probably 312. I'm turning into a professional net man. I got no problem with it. You keep on catching them. 313.
He's a fighting rascal, ain't he?
Yeah. There you go. Nice fish. Tell you what, you got us a honey hole up here right now. They're stacked in there.
Ah, dog.
That a fish?
What a fish.
It's a good one. Oh, there we go. There you go. This is why you come to Laurel. It's not numbers, is it?
No.
It's not a numbers game. It really is about coming down here and catching a quality fish. Now that is, anything over 20 inches is considered a trophy-sized smallmouth, and that one there is going to go more than 20 inches. And it's big belly on it. That's a good fish. 414 1/4. That's a big, long fish that's got a nice belly on it. This fish would weigh more, but look, right through here, he kind of loses some of his weight from here, there to there. I tell you what, that fish is going to go 20 3/4, maybe even 21. It's a good one. 21 1/2. Well, John, I'll tell you what, you have shown me a lot about this lake. Now, I've spent some time out here, but you obviously know it extremely well. And you've got a really unique technique with throwing these big swim baits. You're even throwing bigger, heavier swim baits than I normally throw. And you've proven that, hey, these fish will eat them, won't they?
You get in front of them, they'll eat it.
It's been a blast fishing with you. Thanks a lot. You know what?
Thank you.
You've inspired me a lot because I know you love to smallmouth fish, and that's obvious. And you're not letting anything slow you down.
But I've enjoyed today, and hopefully we can do it again.
I'd love to, definitely. Did you see a nice buck last deer season and you'd like to know if he made it through the winter? Well, here's the best way to find out. Ben, I love being out here at Shaker Village. There's so many things to see and do. But today we got something a little different. What do we got with us today?
We got the Bluegrass Antler Dogs coming out to look for sheds.
And this is the perfect time of year to do this, in March. And I'll tell you, there are a lot of people that are training their dogs to look for sheds. This has become very popular.
It's gotten very popular in the past few years.
And Shaker Village is obviously a great place to do that because you've got a lot of deer here, very limited hunting, so there's a lot of antler deer. But if someone wanted to bring their dog out here to do this, they need to call you and get permission, correct?
Correct, because we're still private land. So if you're coming out here to hike or whatever, that's fine. If you're coming out here to look for sheds, you just need to give me a call, and then you get permission, and then we go about it that way.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I got a feeling we're going to find a lot of sheds. Have you guys been picking up many sheds here? At
We found some.
Yeah.
So, but again, we haven't found them all. So I'm sure there's some out there.
And they're using a little better technology than you and I have.
Right.
They can move and cover a lot more ground. Have great noses. I've seen trail cam pictures. There's some really good deer out here.
There are. We have a lot. We have a very healthy deer population here. So.
Well, let's send them out there and see what we find.
You ready to find one? Speak. Speak. Come on, high five. Yeah. You ready? You ready? You ready? Let's find them all. Let's go. Let's go.
There's some fresh deer tracks.
Looking for bones.
Find it.
So we got 2 groups of dogs out here working. Our meeting point's right up here, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're just gonna go right to that cedar tree.
Jace, why don't you get out in the field a little bit? Cover some ground. Mom, you keep the...
I'll stay fence.
Yeah.
Will they chase deer?
I don't let them chase deer.
Yeah, no.
I don't want them doing that, so I try to stop them and get them back to them.
They did good. They came right back as soon as, oh yeah. You got the
I
manipulator.
page them. It sends like a little vibration to them.
Come on, Susie. Come on, Fletch, fun.
What a nice day to be out here walking around, huh?
Good boy.
Good job.
Nice, nice job. Let's see what you got there.
Pestering me.
That's a,
That was a good find.
Another one's,
Is there another one?
I heard if you find one, the other one's usually within 20 yards.
Good boy. Come up
Good
here.
boy.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Black. Good boy.
nice job. So they both ended up finding the opposite sides. That is obviously the same deer.
Yeah.
So each dog had a find. Nice
Good job, guys.
A nice little 8-point buck. Good job. Good job. Laying within 15 feet of one another, weren't they? So that worked out good.
Find it.
Good boy, Timber. Here. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
He won't let it go. Timber just found this there's some well beaten trails through here, so as you can see, he's still pretty honed in on it, so.
Find the bone. Find it.
Find it. Come on, Fletch.
Find him on,
hunt it up.
Suze. Find it.
Find it, Fletch.
Find it, Suze.
There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Good job. It's a good one. It's this year's, but it's been laying there a little bit. Good job, Fletch. Come here, bud.
Good job, Bubby.
What do you think? Smell that, Suze. Good job. Good job.
That's a good one there.
Pretty good horn.
Yeah. So which one of your dogs found that one?
Well, Fletch got a hold of it first.
Okay. You know, I've been out here and done this a couple times, and it seems like a lot of times couples love to do this. You know, you get to handle your dog, come out, and the dogs love it.
Yep.
It's a great way to get some exercise.
Yeah, we love it.
And you never know, you might find a trophy like this.
It's a good one.
How much deer sign have you seen today?
We were just talking about it a minute ago. Over in here, I've never seen interstates like that. It's interstates.
Yeah.
It's deer interstates in these fields.
So some lucky person later in the year will get an opportunity to hunt out here. And I think that they have some very limited hunting here at Shaker Village, but I know the Fish and Wildlife Foundation does have a drawing that someone will get a chance to come out and hunt. Boy, I'd love to hunt this piece of property.
Well, we'll be buying raffle tickets for sure. No doubt.
What I really love about shed hunting is it is a time of year where there's not a whole lot else going on.
Right.
It's a great time to get out and get a little exercise, you get in that cabin fever, and you know, you can take it to highest levels you want. You can
Right.
compete, you can just do it for fun.
Right, and that's kind of, with our club, we really focus on, you can do a competition circuit if you want, or you can focus on the weekends. And we really enjoy that weekend warrior.
Mm-hmm.
We like to find those wild sheds. It's just very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family activity. We can get our kids with us.
Well, I appreciate you taking us out today. I had a lot of fun.
Well, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a great time, and all big thanks to Shaker Village.
Yes.
This is a
Yes.
great spot to look for antlers.
It's beautiful. It's been amazing today. I think the dogs had fun. We had fun. So
Yeah. Well, thank you.
it was a success.
Now let's check in and see who's catching what and where in this week's fishing report.
This is Justin with your Northeast Fishing Report. With temperatures starting to warm up, so are several fishing opportunities. On Cave Run, crappie are really starting to bite. Focus on apartment piles in your graph. Scan the piles. If you don't see fish, try the next pile. You're also getting great reports of white bass jumps starting this year. The last 30 minutes of daylight are a great time to catch these guys. Try throwing Castmasters or really anything that you can throw a long way to not spook them. Catfish are up in the shallows feeding to pack on some pre-spawn weight. Now's a great time to catch them on rod and reel or using jugs. Finns Lakes are also scheduled to have been stocked with catfish this week. Trout have been stocked in Middle Fork Red River and East Fork Indian River. Thanks to some great volunteers, they have been backpacked through the last gate on East Fork. So if you're looking for a scenic hike and some trout fishing, this is a great opportunity. Good luck and take a kid fishing next time you go.
This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. Water temperatures in area lakes and reservoirs are currently in the upper 60s with some locations in the low 70s. Anglers have been having success catching largemouth bass on Dale Hollow and Cumberland, flipping soft plastics and topwater baits around cover and shallow water areas in coves and cuts. On Lake Cumberland, we're hearing some reports of walleye being caught on bottom bouncers rigged with night crawlers in 10 to 15 feet of water in the main creeks. The striped bass are towards the main lake, but the surface bite has still been sporadic. Planer boards with live shad at 20 to 30 foot depths have been having some success. Several streams in the district were recently stocked with rainbow trout. They can be caught on a variety of lures, including jigs, small crankbaits, and corn. Brickyard Ponds in Barberville were stocked with channel catfish as part of the Finns program this week. They can be caught on night crawlers and chicken livers, so good luck and good fishing.
This is Rob Rold in the Northwestern Fishery District. Nolin River Lake is summer pool. Rough River Lake still a couple of feet above summer pool. Bass fishing's been good on both lakes. Fish are being caught on a variety of baits. Spinner baits have been really productive around shallower shoreline cover. Jigs have been good on rocky banks and rocky points, and some of the soft plastics have been really working well around some of the deeper submerged structure. Crappie are holding a little bit on the deeper side, somewhere in the 12 to 15 foot depth range, and catching them on minnows and a variety of small tube jigs and small curly tails. White bass are still being caught around the Broad Ford, Bacon Creek area, but it's slowing down a little bit, and these white bass are moving from the upper river where they've been spawning back down into the lake, and a few are even being picked up in the main lake itself. That's an update from the Northwestern District. Please remember, be safe on the water, always wear your life jackets.
Every outdoor person has their favorite knife. Let's see what it takes to make a good quality knife. Today we're in LaGrange, Kentucky with historic knife maker Gil Hibben. Gil, you've been making knives literally your entire life, right?
That's all I do.
But you're making a very high-end, custom-made, handmade knife. You've made these knives for a lot of movies, TV stars. Who else? I mean, the list goes on and on, right?
Oh, we've done stuff for Rambo, we did Star Trek. Expendables, we did several of those, and it's been a fun thing for me to go through and be able to make this stuff.
So, and I know you've got presidents that have had your knives. I saw Elvis Presley wanted one of your knives. Is that right?
Yeah, we had a time to meet. I got to meet him, man. It was fun.
What type of knife was he after?
He liked a karate one.
A karate knife.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was into karate with him.
So you know the Rambo blade, or kind of a variation of the Bowie knife, is kind of what we're going through today. What you call the Alamo blade. So. Let's start walking me through the process on how you would build something like this, because this got to be tons and tons of hours of work to hand make one of these.
It takes some time, all right. What we've done here, we have the steel, and now we've started we're going to saw this out, and I started out so you can see how we're going to do this, and then we're going to grind all this. And it's not like, you have to do this a hard way.
Wesley Hibben, how you doing?
Doing great.
Hey, they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're pretty lucky. Your tree's got a lot of talent.
Yes, he does.
You get to send out here to your dad and you guys work and design knives together and build knives together. pretty special, isn't it?
It's wonderful. He's had an amazing career with what he's done with knives.
You know, and it's amazing because he still does it the old style. He hand does every last piece of it. What do you think drives him to want to do this every day?
It's passion.
It is.
It is passion. He's loved knives his whole life. I mean, I have a knife that he made and gave to my grandfather back when he was in high school, probably. So it's been his passion. You should see him when he gets one done and finished, and he's like looking at it. He's thrilled.
Do you ever see him get one done and he says, "I'm not selling this. I'm not sending it off. I'm keeping it"?
Oh yeah.
I bet he's got a wonderful collection.
He has well, I wish my mom has a wonderful collection.
So walk me again through the process of taking literally some raw materials and turning it into a collectible piece of art.
We cut the steel out. Once we're done, then we have to go to the grinder. We grind and remove all the bulk before heat treat. So we're removing everything so we get close, but not all the way there. Then we heat treat it at 1850 degrees for half an hour. That's 440C. Depending on what steel, can change what temperature you have to heat treat at. After heat treat, we have to draw temper it because now it's too hard. It's in a brittle stage. It's so hard. So we draw it back to put some softness back into it so it's not brittle anymore. After heat treat, then we go back to the grinders. We start with 60 grit and then we get our shape down. And then we go to 220, down to 400, and then almost like a 600 grit finish before we go to the buffers. The more we can do on the grinding wheels, it makes it easier on the buffing wheels. So we get it down to as light as finish as we can on the grinders before we go to the buffers. And we start with a coarse buffing wheel, and we buff on that, and then to the final finish.
All the way down to a polish that you put on the wheel and polish it out.
Yeah, now you got a blade polish. Now you have to make a guard, fit the guard, get it on there, get your handle, get it fit. And then once you get all your pieces made and fit, then you can glue it all together. And then after that, then you go back to the grinder. Then you're shaping your handle down.
So you grind the handle part after it's already assembled and everything?
Most of the time, yeah.
So this is after the assembly?
Yeah, all put together.
And you've put your name and all that in here, LaGrange, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to go to somebody's house as a showpiece or a collector.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful blade. Well, I really want to thank you for walking us through your shop and the process today.
Appreciate that.
I hope you're making them for another 80 years.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun.
A lot of fun, thanks. Appreciate it.
Now, let's see who else is out there having fun as we check out this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here's Drake Jones with a nice buck he took on the very opening morning of modern gun season. Congratulations. Check out this buck taken by Maya Weir. Took this deer in Independence, Kentucky. This is her first really big buck. Congratulations. Check out the smile on Kaylee McElroy while she's holding her first fish caught with her papaw. Nice job. Here's a really wide buck taken by Katie Lewis from Mercer County, Kentucky. This is a 12-point buck shot with her AR-15. Nice job. Here we have Spencer Thompson with a doe that he took in Hardin County, Kentucky. Congratulations. Here we have Braden Bond with a really nice buck that was taken in Logan County. This deer had 14 points. Congratulations. Here's a nice Harrison County turkey taken by Grayson Furr, his very first turkey ever, while hunting with his dad on the opening day of turkey season. Nice job. Here's James Kreider and his dad on their yearly fishing trip at Lake Barkley with a nice bass and a trophy crappie. Congratulations. Here we have Tim Blair with a nice brown trout that was taken out of the Cumberland River at Helms Landing. Nice job. Here we have Easton Shelton with a nice turkey. This is his very first turkey ever taken out of Anderson County, Kentucky. Nice job. Check out this smile here on Anna Devine. She caught these nice crappie at Beaver Lake. She's 4 years old. Congratulations. Here we have Steve from Boone County who caught this nice largemouth bass in Kenton County, Kentucky. Congratulations. Check out this nice father-son double. These two turkeys were taken by Dennis and Evan Ray. Congratulations. Deacon Gordon started off with a nice deer. This is his first deer ever. It was taken on his papa's farm in Grant County. Nice deer. You want more Kentucky Afield? Well, listen to our podcast by searching for Kentucky Afield on iTunes, SoundCloud, or any other podcast app. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Till next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.